a legend while he's an active athlete. You know, it's normally when the athlete retires and then you wait a few years maybe or a few months, and then, you know, people start recognizing the legacy that they have left behind. Well, with Hopkins, you know, he did shatter the consecutive you know, record of defenses, which is more than 20, and that was no problem. I mean, obviously it was. He did a lot of hard work, but what makes Bernard Hopkins is that he just doesn't stop. He just keeps going, and he keeps on surprising people. And I'm sure if it was to for Bernard Hopkins, I mean, he would continue till he's 60. That's who he is. That's to me, that's what a legend is. A legend that takes care of himself outside the ring and inside the ring. And every single fighter that is listening to me now, that is going to watch this press conference or is going to witness the fight live on HBO Championship Boxing or at the Forum here, you know, take a look at this young man, what he's accomplished, what he's going to accomplish, what he represents. To me, that's what a legend is all about. Not only because he's a great fighter and he's had some tremendous wins. I mean, the list goes on from Felix Trinidad to Roy Jones Jr., Cali Pavlik, Antonio Tarver, John Pascal, Glenn Johnson, yours truly, which I'm still feeling that body shot, just so you could know. But you know what? I'm actually honored that I stepped inside the ring with my partner, with my friend, with a legend, a real, true legend of the sport. So it is my great pleasure to introduce to you a man, like I said, that transcends boxing, who is bigger than boxing, who, when he retires from this sport, when he has his last fight against Joe Smith, people are going to talk about Bernard Hopkins, not for his boxing, but for the legacy that he is leaving outside the ring. So he is from Philadelphia. Yeah! It is my pleasure to introduce to you the living legend, the executioner, Bernard Hopkins.
That's right. Thanks, executioner.
Even though I spoke earlier, I'm not going to be really too long, but I got to say tickets are still available. GoldenBoyPromotion.com. Also, you know, if anybody here really paid attention and said it, I'd rather be the one to say it first, but y'all might have been thinking of it. I'm going to give you at least that. 1988, like I said, I ain't going to do too much reflecting because I got to look forward. And when you start looking back, you can't really look forward and back at the same time.
That's right.
But you know how many, Ronald Reagan was just on his way out. Think about it. Ronald Reagan was on his way out. Do the math. 1988, 2016. That means 2 of the Bushes, 2 of the Clintons, right? All right, now following you know what the rest is. Football, basketball, hockey, golf, maybe the late great Palmer. Name any other athlete in any sport that ever been through 4 or 5 different pregnancy seasons, years of 2 terms of each president, both of the Bushes, senior and the junior. Just pay attention and watch. December 17th, with a puncher, I run the punches. I don't run from them. And so when the puncher punches, understand The only way he know he's hitting something is when he hits something. Let's see. Can the fox dismantle the puncher? Because if that's all he has and brings to the table, when you got a gun and there's no bullets in there, you might as well throw the gun down and run.
Woo! Talk to him. Talk to him.
Ronald Reagan was on his way out. I'm going home.
So now we know who Bernard Hopkins is voting for. Right? He said 2 Clintons. All seriousness, we thank you.
You quote that.
We thank you for being here. It's going to be a magical week. We are truly excited. Y para toda la gente, obviamente aquí en Los Ángeles, a todos los fans, la cartelera va a estar llena de boxeadores locales, hispanos, latinos, mexicanos, de todo, las razas. Este evento queremos que sea uno que la gente pueda estar orgullosa, que pueda estar contenta, feliz y obviamente pues que vean bonitas peleas. Así que gracias. Thank you very much for being here, and we will now pose the fighters for pictures.
Tickets.
Oh, tickets. Tickets are